Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show. Hi friends, you're on the Melonfonk channel. In this video, we're going to discuss the continuation of the storyline in Melon Playground. But before we get started, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for participating in my video. If you want to be in my next video, you need to do a few things: leave a like, write your best comment, at least 4 words or more, and don't forget to watch this video from start to finish. It's very easy to fulfill all these conditions. Enjoy watching it. And so dear friends, the developers have announced the next episode of Green Gen, which means that we are waiting for the continuation of the story. Today we will take a look at the teaser that they have published on their social networks. So, at the beginning we are greeted with a date and a link to the fact that we are in for a full story continuation this December. We see a battered NPC Melon. Honestly, I even feel pretty sorry for him. We see that he has a black eye, and when he turns around, he meets those very guards. Apparently the plot is going to unfold like this. In our similar rabbit apparently was sewn chip with geolocation, and thus the constant location is known to these guards. And no matter where our NPC ran, it is likely to find it anyway and will find him until he guesses where all the same inserted this chip. Judging by this clip, I think that we are waiting for an endless chase in the next episodes, and in principle it is a typical confrontation between the antagonist and the protagonist, who acts as a victim. The victim is a guinea pig. He survives in strange circumstances and by some miracle escapes. He then makes friends in the form of Below and May. These very friends help him survive and adapt to social conditions. The hero grows stronger and stronger. And as a victim are not a guinea pig, but the lab technicians themselves, you'll see, so it will be. Well, and at the end of the teaser of the new story we were shown how when the same NPC meets with stairs, with guards, and soon he tries to escape. We're in for a very interesting plot twist, I think. And let's restore the chronology of events and remember the whole plot that we were given by the developers of Melon Playground. Let's start with the very first episode. In the first episode we are introduced to the characters. First we see a flask with this very NPC under the test rabbit. We also see the scientists and these evil guards, who apparently are going to go to the test site with the test subject. He is loaded into trucks, then they go on some kind of journey, apparently to test site number 27, then the frame switches, where we are also introduced to characters from another branch of the story. First up are May and Baloo. They are journalists who are preparing their story on a bank robbery. And that's where the action begins. Music, cool bandits, and everything in the spirit of robberies. I like that kind of thing a lot. Baloo and May decide to break into this very bank only from inside with the help of a sewer shaft, but they mixed up the exit and accidentally opened the wrong hatch. And this becomes a very important detail that you should still remember, because Baloo forgets to close the sewer hatch, and this is very important. Baloo and May do get into the bank later on and become part of the plot. And their everything is very funny, because the bandits did not think over how they will break the armored glass. And no matter how hard they try, they don't succeed. Eventually a rocket launcher went into the entrance, but nothing worked here either. And by the way, it seems to me here is a plot gaffe, because the armored glass, no matter how armored it is, but still against the rocket launcher it has no chance. But again, this is just a quibble and probably the developers have thought it through by some miracle. Grief bandits are already desperate, because they all fail to break this glass, and here begins a new plot loop. After all, the guards who transported the very guinea pig to the testing ground, they got stuck in the very hatch that Baloo forgot to close. And the NPC Melon test subject escapes from the guards in that very hatch. And the guards themselves on their armored car get into the very bank where the robbery takes place. And now all the heroes meet together. Well, that's the end of the first episode, and the beginning of the second. These guards are like Batman in their superhero costumes. After all, these suits for some reason do not even take bullets, because the bandits immediately opened a line of fire on them, but these guards as if nothing. And their reflexes and agility are on some other level. Apparently they are also victims of this genome. They rush to throw their grenade. In an epic flight, this guard picks up the grenade and puts the pin in place, and this is actually a very quick and dexterous action. Also in this episode showed us that these guards know where the NPC is, because on their radar they can see the geolocation, which means that the NPC has some chip in it, transmitting information about it. But the fight in the bank continues, and soon the bandits lose to the crazy guards, who owns Kung Fu, has a superhero Batman costume, and by the looks of it can see a little bit more than Superman. All in all, it was a very epic confrontation. In the end, only the most important of the gang remains, and that's Limon. He tries to attack the guards, but immediately flies out of the bank. The cops are puzzled by what's going on and just don't react to this Limon. Limon just walks up to this cop, takes the gun and walks back into the bank. This cop's partner is just shocked and asks him, "What are you doing? You need to detain him." But he just watches in shocked amazement. But soon Limon goes, perhaps, to Valhalla, or perhaps, just sees the third dream, because he was severely knocked out. And already we are transferred to the next frame, where the main characters Baloo and May meet with the very NPC guinea pig. And here begins the very friendship, which begins so badly, because the NPC still has side effects from crazy drugs and he sees hallucinations, in the form of evil scientists in the face of Baloo, and immediately attacks his future friends, but immediately apologizes. And that's where episode 2 ends and episode 3 begins. We only have to wait for the official release of this series, because everything is very interesting there. Interesting, so far the teaser promises us very cool content and we can only wait. What do you think will be in the next series? Be sure to write about it in the comments. Describe your plot. I wonder what is the main antagonist of this series? Because clearly someone is behind all of this. What is the reason for all these tests? Why this expanded genome, which was tested on Melon, and what it basically gives? Apparently Melon became a superhero, we just have not shown it yet. Well, and when the main characters will meet face to face with their main villains, because these meetings are the most interesting, we can only wait, but leave your opinion in the comments. This video comes to an end. Thank you for watching, good luck to everyone, goodbye, and remember buddy, as always, see you the other day.